Okay, greetings everyone. This is First Centurion 753 with the next episode of Geopolitical Simulator 4, Power and Revolution, and we are playing as a return to the golden age of Greece. And there's been a lot of comments on the past couple episodes since I've last played. Again, I'm doing these probably like 3 or 4 at a time, so I'm going to try to address as many comments as possible. That's been going on since. Someone had suggested something about a training camp, or a refugee camp, or asked about a refugee camp here in the Aegean Sea. And that flag looks to be, I guess, the Syrian flag. So, I don't remember having a alliance with Syria where I can put bases there, but I know they are a dependency. I'm going to go ahead and meet with Syria anyways, because I do... Oh, cancel that. Oh, can I not set up a meeting with these people now? I guess I can just build as many bases in their territory as I want. And I guess it's vice versa. I don't know. I do want to negotiate some contracts with them. Hugo Batista had suggested a big tax cut a few episodes ago. Something along the lines of 1% for the rich and middle, 5%, or 1.5% for the company tax. Company tax is currently at 22%, and then cutting the company turnover tax, 0.5 to 0.1%. Cutting employer taxes and eliminating the tax on large fortunes. It's a good idea to stimulate the economy for sure, and these are all things I'd like to do eventually, except my only issue is this number right here still, 18%, and since I joined that monetary union, I think I mentioned this in the last episode, I can't control the interest rates anymore. That's really going to screw me up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to drive down this inflation. Growth is still pretty solid. It's almost 7%, and unemployment's below 4%. But the inflation is still very high. And I did a lot of studying through the industries, farming, and service sectors here, and I looked at prices around the world. Greece has some of the highest prices for a lot of its goods. So it is definitely a thriving economy. GDP per capita is at 32,000, which I think might be one of the highest. Let's check that out. Check that out real quick. GDP per capita, 27th. Who's got the highest? Well, yeah, you got Qatar in these really small countries. The United States is at 60,000. Alright, so we still have a long way to go to catch up with them. We're never going to catch up to, like, Luxembourg. Look at Sweden with 99. That's pretty high for Sweden. Norway, Iceland. Yeah, but we're getting there. Puerto Rico is still higher than us. South Korea, the Bahamas, France, Japan, Belgium, Brunei. That's because of the oil. So, I think the economy is really well. It's going really well in this game. So I'm not going to make those adjustments yet, but they're definitely things I'm going to consider for the future. So what my goal is going to be to drive down the inflation by... Let's see, I wanted to buy a couple things from Syria. We're going to look at the contracts. So I'm going to go cheap. I'm going to buy some cheap products in order to drive down inflation. First one I'm going to look at is going to be cereal, right? Yeah, cereal. So, let's see here. We are producing 6,000. We are consuming 16,000, which means there's a 10 million, sorry, these are millions. 10 million deficit, and they have about 3.8 million that we can get for a pretty cheap price, 99. So let's kind of drive down our prices here, hopefully driving down inflation with it. 90, we'll send that offer. Oh, this is gonna take forever. Okay. Two other things I wanted to look at. Grapes. I don't know. Grapes. I thought I might have screwed that one up. Is it grapes I'm looking at? Grapes. Yeah, we need grapes. Look at that. I thought we had we were producing enough grapes. So I will buy the grapes from Syria. Again, very cheap cost compared to what we're looking at. This will help stimulate the Syrian economy as well, because Syria, our dependency, is doing pretty bad. We've looked at that before, and there's pretty high debt ratio here, right? Let's see, debt per GDP is at 108 versus ours is at 19, so I really want to try to drive that down. And their currency seems very weak compared to ours. Their army is pretty strong, 183,000. And let's see, what else? National deficit, we're in the negative. Their national deficit is 13% of their GDP, which is pretty bad. It's a pretty high deficit there. $50 billion economy. So hopefully these trade deals can help to improve Syria's situation. And there's one more that I wanted to negotiate on. Grapes, natural gas. Natural gas. They don't have a lot of oil in Syria, but they do have a good amount of natural gas, I think. Well, a little bit more. Not that much, actually. They're kind of weak on natural gas. Alright, I'm going to pass on natural gas, but I am going to go ahead and give them some aid. Or give them more aid. Average donation. Our total donations are at 2.2 billion. We've got half a billion there. Let's go ahead and up that to $1 billion, right? 1 billion. Boom. Double the amount of aid to Syria. Hopefully that'll help out. And that's all we're doing with Syria. Next, I am going to meet with Bulgaria, who I believe has joined our organization. Let's go ahead and set up a meeting with Bulgaria. And who had suggested that? Rob White has suggested that I look to the other Caribbean islands to try to go ahead and improve relations with them so I can build bases out here. And I can't build bases with France. They're one of the only European countries. Most of these others are dependencies, which was the problem, but Jamaica and Barbados are the two that are not. Barbados doesn't really mind us too much, but I don't think there's not much we can buy in Barbados. I'm going to go there anyways. I'll try to meet with them anyway, but I really didn't see much I could buy. I'm going to start giving aid to Barbados. Let's just start giving them 100 million in aid. That's going to be so much more aid. And that's nothing for us, right? It's pennies. Maybe I can just do 50 million with Barbados. Let's do 50 million in aid. That's more than double the amount of donations they're receiving. They should love us. Jamaica is the other country where I definitely found some things that I can buy here in Jamaica. So there's sugar, natural gas, and jewelry in Jamaica where we can definitely buy all that stuff. And we're going to go towards trying to improve relations in the Caribbean in this episode a little bit to prepare for possible colonization, or I don't know if I want to call it colonization, extending our sphere of influence into the Caribbean. So that's going to be definitely an option. We're at 100%, so let's go ahead and up the military like we've been doing. I'm going to try to increase the army. We'll hire an additional 2,000 soldiers, see what that does. Sure, the Pacifist Union is going to freak out, but 2,000 isn't too many. 69 million is what the cost is. Boom. There we go. Yeah, they've already hired as many as they can. To counter this, we have been doing a lot of reduction of the duration of national service. I'm going to hold off on that for now. And I do want to actually spend a little bit more on infrastructure. Infrastructure suggestions have come in. Hugo Batista suggesting health, education, transportation. I think I'll do some health and transportation. I haven't done any investment in those areas. Let's see. Health in particular, there are these areas still open. I'm not sure if I'm going to increase that just yet. There are some things I want to save for the actual campaign. I will have a campaign eventually. I know some people have been complaining that I've been just extending the office. I think with this series, I might extend it one more year, get a good solid decade of a term in there, and then I'll run for office and try to get reelected. So But let's go ahead and build some hospitals. I'll do one hospital per region. This is going to cost me $1.2 billion total, 274 per year. We're going to distribute this evenly over the territories. That should be one per territory, and boom, that'll help. Oh, you know what? I should wait till I get the reaction before I do anything else to see what type of improvement I could do. That's gonna be it for now. I think the other thing is I may try this episode just to go after Cyprus, because Cyprus is pretty weak. And I might just attack them. They're only 13,000 men. I think I might just attack them without the UN resolution, because I think I can take their territory pretty quickly. So I'm going to use this episode to try to set up the attack. Is there a military base here? That's their capital, right? Okay. I'm gonna get all my special forces and deploy them close. Probably that military camp right there, I think. Here we go. How many special forces do we have? We have got... I don't see any special forces. I hate that. They gotta be in the... all the special forces have to be in... Syria already. Commandos. Not Syria. Lebanon and Israel probably. There's got to be more commandos than that. Hold on. Let me go into the army real quick. Budget. I only have 978 commandos? Wow. Let's max that out. That'll definitely piss them off. Okay. Confirm. Now. How do I get... Where are those commandos? 900 of them there. Oh, there we go. 651. Alright, so let's go ahead and deploy... I got too many things I'm clicked on here. Okay. What the heck just happened? There we go. There's the commandos. And let's deploy all the commandos, like I said, to that base right there. Those are all the commandos in Greece. We'll send the additional 66 right there to that camp. And we are going to deploy them immediately to Cyprus. And I have 24,000. I need 24,000. We'll put them at sea in preparation for an invasion. That's twice as many as the Syrian or the Cyprus army has. There's 1,000 there. Let's get this get these special forces deployed. And
it's true that the blow cannot really be
partial dismantlement.
2 arrests.
2 arrests is everyone they have. Mole unprotected. We're not going to eliminate head of state there. Looking for a big chunk of like 20,000 troops somewhere. Okay, let's check this out. Next UL Summit, that's the Union of the Levant. Seeing the new interest rate of the organization's central banks, this agenda for the summit, this is the agenda for the summit. Presence is required. Shall I confirm the meeting? Yes. Okay, Syrian agreement negotiation. This one is for grapes and went down significantly. We'll go for 508. Let's see if they buy. And then I'll probably just take the next one because I'm going to forget that it's 590. Here we go. Oh no! Not going to buy cereal. Get cereal. Let's see. A reason national production goods does not appear to be sufficient to meet the combined needs of the countries. That stinks. Military threats to Turkey. Prime Minister, let's keep a watchful eye. Cyprus army forces are threatening Turkey, one of our most faithful allies. Wow, if they end up going to war with Turkey, then I could intervene on behalf of Turkey. Cyprus is really aggressive.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating key center.
Yes, infiltrate that. I think we have justification to wipe them out. 2,000. I'm looking for a second large concentration of troops. I guess they're all down here. Just to see if I can have... I like to have contingency plans. And that military view is just annoying me right now. What the heck? I think we already have tanks. Let's go ahead and deploy another 300 tanks into the waters off the coast of Israel here. Getting ready for the attack. Where are my cruisers? I had cruisers around here. There's another 5,000. I guess we can send those 5,000. Commandos, more commandos, aircraft carrier. Another aircraft carrier. Let's deploy the other aircraft carrier. I think they've backed off. It doesn't mean I'm not going to attack you. Ooh, look at the Turkish forces now moving, reinforcing their bases. What is that? There's their ships. Wish I could talk to Turkey and tell them like we should attack Cyprus together. I don't want to call on allies because then they'll capture the base before we get it. Okay, UL membership gained. Portugal has Portuguese request to join our organization was accepted. They've become part. And let's see, Slovenia has also become part of our organization. I want to check out that organization real quick. Here we go. Hold on. More Turkish forces on the way. I'll go 535. And that'll be the deal on grapes, I guess.
As I predicted,
Greek Brotherhood of Islam, 29%. I'm not buying it. There's just something wrong with those programs. And I'm ready to attack. I am so ready to take out... No, where are you going? Why do they withdraw without me telling them to withdraw? There's the carrier. And where are those cruisers? I don't know where those cruisers went. Alright, satisfactory Olympic cruisers. Not, these aren't Olympics. World Athletics Championship. We are #1, just behind Finland. This is a good result, Prime Minister. We have expected something like this, but it was necessary to hold our rank in the worldwide hierarchy. I congratulate the athletes and the staff and promise that they will intensify our efforts, so that the country will be able to reach the highest position the next time. Beautiful. Okay, and it looks like contract with Syria.
Negotiated a splendid contract that will undoubtedly help improve our economy.
Beautiful.
Again, well done.
Beautiful. Okay, grapes. Volume, that's pretty much all our demand. We got a pretty good cheap price. Sounds good. Let me check that diplomacy real quick. I just want to overview that contract. Let's see, where is that Syrian grape contract? Probably at the bottom. I don't know. It's not even on the board yet. There it is. Detailed assessment. Okay, this contract will let us provide a very low price. That should help inflation. And this contract provides a large part of the supply that we need. Beautiful. I think that works out very well. Okay. And I wanted to check that organization. Our organization. New organization. This is ours. Alright, membership. We have Albania, Bulgaria, Macedonia, Greece, Kosovo, Portugal, and Slovenia. Efficiency and influence is only got a 1 star though. So, we're working on it. I have 24,000 troops here. Looks like 325 tanks, 2 aircraft carriers, and commandos en route, 413, plenty more. This airbase, we only have 1, we have 50 fighters, good. Let's get all the advanced fighters. Let's see, where's the nearest airbase? Right there. They've got 100, that's good. And down here, 43 fighters, 9 of those advanced fighters. I'm going to get all of our top rank 3-star fighters, and I'm just going to relocate all of them right to that airbase in Israel. And we're going to pretty soon be ready to launch a strike on Cyprus. We have to take them out before the UN can make a decision on whether or not what we did was illegal. I think we can take this out pretty quickly. There's an army base there, air base there, naval force there. Okay, all kinds of stuff just happened here. That talks about happiness. No, I don't want to do that. Don't want to do that. And I don't want to do that. And here we go. Coffee.
No thanks. My old
Love your country, Bulgaria.
very kind.
Let's talk sales contract first. This is again trying to drive down the inflation is the primary goal. Okay. What do I have here? Cereal. They have cereal. We can buy cereal from Bulgaria. We could get about 4.7 million. And we have a big demand for cereal in our country. So let's try to drive down this price. Help inflation. That's good. That's a much better price than we have already. 130, 233, 220. Alright. Very good price. I like that. Good price. Probably won't be a huge amount of the supply. We now have access. Both countries have access through Bulgaria. Let's see if we can agree to installation of bases. No, they refuse. Okay. Okay, that's going to be the end of the Bulgarian meeting. But they are operating on our currency. They're part of the Levant Union. So that should be good for trade. There it is, another
negotiated a splendid contract.
Splendid
that will undoubtedly
contract.
help improve our economy.
Beautiful. Let's check that one out. Where is Bulgaria? That's beef. Is that Bulgaria? Cereal was what we bought. There's Bulgaria. Splendid contract. Detailed assessment. Contract will provide us a very low price. Contract will provide a large part of our supply. We got both of them. Okay. Okay, we are expanding again. Let's see what's going on here. Italian membership application. Yes, pull them away from the EU. Pull them into ours. Wow. If they join ours, does that mean they exit the Eurozone? Oh my god. Italian envoys have placed membership requests with our organization. As a member state, you are invited to pronounce yourself. Prime Minister, do you accept the entry of this country to the UL? Heart. Yes, I do. And Spanish, and they are also a member of the EU. These are all southern EU states that are probably very unhappy with the pro-German, pro-French policies of the EU,
Our
right?
infiltrated agent was spotted.
Get rid of that. So we're pulling all these southern European countries out of the EU, pulling them into our zone of influence, and then, was it suggested by Hugo Batista, we're going to go ahead and get a free trade agreement organized in these countries as well. Coffee to Barbados.
My,
I love your country.
I hope you didn't make.
Oh, come on, Barbados. You gotta love... I have nothing with Barbados. I can't buy anything from them. I tried looking for stuff, but there's really not much to buy from Barbados. They are not producing a lot of things. They are consuming a lot, but they are not producing. Beef is something we don't need to buy. Cement, they don't have any. We could buy some chemicals from them, I guess. It's not going to be a huge part of our supply. It won't be a splendid contract. But I'm trying to just improve relations with Barbados to try to get a base here, pretty much. I don't know how many rounds I can negotiate with them. Okay, small contract there. And we did just give them a whole bunch of aid, right? Let's do a non-aggression pact treaty. Damn. Okay. Not much going on there. Did I give aid to, increase my aid to Jamaica? I don't remember. Just want to check that out real quick. Ooh, 2 hurricanes. 3, 4, 5 hurricanes. Oh my god. Global warming. Give aid. We are not giving any aid. Let's go ahead and give them 100 million in aid. See if that improves relations with them at all. We're giving 50 million in aid to Barbados, right? Barbados. Yeah. I guess I could double that, and maybe that'll change their opinion. Okay. It's going to be exciting to see if we can pull Spain and Italy away from the EU. And right now we're just waiting for the special forces to be redeployed, and I'm going to get ready for an assault. Where did the aircraft carrier go? It keeps going back. Stay out here. 24,000 men, 325 tanks. This is my invasion force. Where are my cruisers? They disappeared as well. 10 submarines. I'd like to launch them. Partial dismantlement of the Martyrs of God.
The systematic analysis.
The other question is yeah, the war is still raging in the Persian Gulf here. Between the Saudis and Iran. And it looks like we got away with that military expansion pretty easily. Let's go ahead and do it again. Crank this up to 45,000. Ooh, no, that's too much. Cancel that. 45,000. And I thought I was looking at this right here. Double the amount of commandos. Let's do it. Happiness increase in Greece. Meeting in Jamaica. Jamaican me crazy.
Sure.
Alright, they like their coffee.
Very kind.
Nice. Alright, I have a number of contracts to deal with Jamaica. And that'll be the end of the episode after this. And then, next episode, I think we will probably see if we can move on to Cyprus. So let's see here. Sugar. Sugar is a big product for Jamaica. Alright, nice price. $8.37. Okay. 948. 956. Nice. Okay, good sugar deal. I like that. And natural gas. I don't know if they have a lot of natural gas, but I think they have some. We need a big amount of natural gas. I think Indonesia is another one for natural gas. And who was suggesting, Professor Moriarty is suggesting that I move into the Pacific, along with somebody else suggesting that? I think it might have been just the professor. Okay, so, drive that price. No good for natural gas. Okay, natural gas is no good. There's not enough there. But jewelry was another option, I think. Jewelry. Last option for... They don't have enough to sell, really. I'm not going to go there. We're just going to see what happens with that contract for now. And see if I can't do a non-aggression pact. Probably not. No, they refused. Alright. So we'll let our relations improve with the sugar contract. And that's going to be it for this episode. Thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe if you enjoyed. And you can also support me on Patreon. The link will be in the description as well as on my homepage. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next episode.